Thank you very much. I have no further requests for questions. I'd like to make a few comments for the record. The Senate Judiciary Committee has passed 5 bipartisan bills. We're trying to keep this as bipartisan as possible. I know at moments it didn't sound like it, but we're trying to keep this as bipartisan as possible. We passed 5 bipartisan bills out of committee that provide resources and funding to enhance officer recruitment and retention and address mental health challenges. The Invest to Protect Act by Senators Cortez Masto and Grassley, dedicating $250 million of COPS grants funding for 5 years to support smaller law enforcement agencies. The Fighting Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder Act of 2022, Senator Coons of Delaware and Senator Grassley, directing the Attorney General to develop programs to treat, prevent job-related post-traumatic stress disorder. Strong Communities Act, Senators Peters and Cornyn, providing COPS grants for local law enforcement recruits to attend law enforcement training. The Law Enforcement De-Escalation Training Act, Cornyn and Whitehouse. Public Safety Officer Support Act, Duckworth and Cornyn. The point I'm trying to make to you is, despite some who would like to turn this into a partisan fight, there is strong bipartisan support, as there should be, for the men and women in law enforcement. This is not a partisan issue from this committee's point of view. That is, when Senator Grassley asked me for this hearing, I did not object to it. It was within my control. He's my friend and I trust him, and he makes a very valuable contribution on his side of the aisle as I try to make on mine. You've seen several of the members of the committee who raised a question about appointments by the Biden administration. One, Vanita Gupta. She comes up at every hearing from the other side of the table. I want you to know that Vanita Gupta's position at the Department of Justice was supported by the Fraternal Order of Police, National Sheriff's Association, Major Cities Chiefs, and the International Association of Chiefs of Police. Does this sound like someone who's an enemy of the police? The other woman, Kristen Clark, in the Civil Rights section, supported by the International Association of Chiefs of Police, Major Cities Chiefs, Noble, NAPO, and many more. So there's always a little bit more to the story than you just might hear in the testimony here. But I want to thank you all. I can't thank you enough for what you've done with your lives and what you've really decided to do to protect others. It's something that none of us can really say enough for. But thanks for coming today. Usually this testimony is reserved for Police Week, but there is so much controversy and so many comments that have been made today that are timely as of now and will continue to be. This, as far as I'm concerned, from the committee's point of view, is a year-round assignment. It's not 1 week each year. It's a year-round assignment. I want to particularly thank Ms. French for coming. I asked her to, and she was kind enough to come so we could pay honor and tribute to your wonderful daughter. And to the others, Chief Navales, thank you from the Chicago side of things, and all of you. Officer Anderson, I could tell how much this means to you personally. Commissioner Harrison, thank you too. You've been on the firing line, literally, for all of your professional life. Sergeant Penny as well, thank you again. And Chief Henninger, when you told the story of your own personal experience with your partner, it really is something I'll remember. Sheriff Bouchard, you've had an amazing career, both in elective office and appointive office. Your list of accomplishments are too many pages. You're going to have to condense it into a smaller group. But thank you all for coming. You may get a few questions for the record, doubtful, but possible if you receive them, if you could answer in a timely timetable that works with you, I should say. We mostly appreciate that too. So thank you very much, and this meeting of the Senate Judiciary Committee will stand adjourned.